Hey everybody, it's Tammy Salamone, the Pink Survivor. So today I thought we'd call this video, Is This Normal? These are kind of symptoms you might experience right after a mastectomy surgery. And how are we to know what's normal and what's not normal? I mean, we've never most likely have had such a major surgery before. So I thought it might be nice to talk about a few of those things today. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So I just experienced some of these unusual things, and I remember like your mind can really start to just go down the rabbit hole, right? And you're like looking things up online and you're thinking, is this normal? So maybe this will just kind of ease your mind just a bit and you cannot second guess yourself. But remember, if you're ever in extreme pain or very uncomfortable, you always want to check with your doctor. Just put a call into your nurse and wait for that call back, because you don't want to take a chance. But here's some things that I experienced. Now, when you come home with your drains after your surgery, they're going to be a bit uncomfortable, but they shouldn't be painful. So if they're extremely painful, make sure you mention that to your doctor. I had one that was really kind of hitting on a nerve, and it made it so difficult to even really take a good deep breath. So maybe just mention that. Maybe they can just adjust it just a bit, just to ease the pressure off so you feel a little better. Okay, another thing that I kind of experienced was I kind of had an extreme tightness around, where your bra would normally be. And a lot of women kind of describe this as an iron bra kind of feeling, and that's very normal as well. And it did ease up as time went on, but there was probably for quite a while, maybe the first 6 months off and on, I would get a real tightness around the whole chest area. So that's normal as well. And the next thing I experienced, some real sharp shooting pains. I remember that it was the oddest thing. It would be right around 5 or 6 o'clock at night, and I would just have to, it would bring me to my knees. I'd have to sit down. I had this horrible shooting pain throughout my body, and I learned that it was the nerves. Sometimes it's the nerves dying, but it's also the nerves trying to regenerate themselves. So it can be really, upsetting, like what is happening? Why am I in so much pain? But then that also eases off and eventually will go away completely. Another thing I experienced, if you're in the hospital or when you come home from the hospital, if your pain medication is not giving you the relief that you need, then mention it to your doctor, because you may need to switch to a different type of pain medication. I was on one and it was not working. It made me kind of agitated, but was not giving me really the pain relief that I needed. Once I switched to actually something that was a little more mild, it actually helped me so much more. So be aware of that too. Not all pain medications work for every person. Another thing I experienced, when you come home from the hospital and as you have those drains for weeks, your energy might be a little bit low, but as soon as those drains are taken out, you're gonna feel a burst of energy, feel so much better, and I just felt like I had a little more life in me again. When you come home, remember your range of motion is going to be pretty limited. You're not going to be able to reach too high or too low. And also that twisting motion is kind of difficult and continues to be. So if you feel like you're very weak as far as like opening a jar, that's completely normal. So another thing that I experienced was extreme constipation. It comes from, you're not eating for hours and hours before your surgery. You're not really eating even after your surgery right away. Then on top of it, you've got the painkillers and the antibiotic. It kind of all builds up. Make sure you're drinking as much water as possible. Take those stool softeners as soon as you can. But that's unfortunately a usual symptom that's not too much fun. And lastly, remember that it's okay to feel sad or down and just cry for no reason. Your body has been through a lot. Emotionally, mentally, and physically, you're dealing with a lot. You're trying to figure out what's gonna happen next, and it's okay to cry. All right, I hope that's helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.